Welcome, my name is Seb Wichmann, and right here I just would love to take a moment to just introduce myself in private. So thank you so much for tuning in. And the story that I would love to share is it's going back when I was 4 years of age, sensing, remembering and feeling people that I came across while I was walking on the street, for example, people that were very much in pain, emotionally in pain. And you may as well sense, moments in your life where you just feel people being in pain, feel that sense of heaviness around. Okay. And I did not know what that heaviness was all about. What I did know when I was little, that it felt like being a picture of people or mankind standing in the midst of a forest that they could not see the beauty of, because there was this thick cloud of fog before their very eyes that prevented them from seeing the beauty of that forest. And this was my first way of describing to myself what I felt most true about. And growing up in high school in particular, I started to wanted to understand and wanted to discover who I truly am, and in that sense what life is all about. And I knew that there's more to living than what I just saw people do or even saw myself do. In high school I had the experience of people, treating me in a disrespectful way, if you wish, or maybe I treated myself in a disrespectful way. We call it bullying nowadays. Okay, and I didn't have many friends. And I remember that I was in a stage in my life where I just asked myself, okay, why do people treat each other the way they do? And I was this child walking around with a big smile on my lips and just enjoying and just enjoyed life. And I just didn't understand and couldn't relate to people treating others that way. And that really led me to journey on a quest of greatness, if you wish, on a quest to understand who I am and what life is truly all about. And so I, started up reading books and started up to just communicating to different types of people. And a number of years back now, the first conscious experience of a shift happened after my wife and myself decided to take the car to drive 4,000 kilometers across the Nullarbor from Perth, Western Australia, to Melbourne, which is located on the east coast of Australia. And what happened was on the halfway through that I caused a severe car accident where we spun the car through the air, we landed on its head, and I was really utterly just grateful that my wife was fine. On my end, I spent 24 hours laying in a spinal unit, not knowing anymore where life will take me. I did not know if I would be paralyzed. We got airlifted with an airplane in a special spinal clinic, and I thought that life was over in that sense. But that was my first shift in terms of me just further looking into life itself and me truly appreciating myself and life. And I suddenly experienced this utter peace and joy about living again. Fast forward, I decided to share my gift with the world, my perspective upon life, and I always felt called to do that. And in the past, we did that through seminars and events that we ran in the personal development industries, of me trying to change the world as we do and as so many people do. And we were on the peak of our success, as I see it nowadays, in a very humble way, where a moment occurred in my life that changed everything. And that moment happened in winter 2012, in which a experience in my bathtub allowed me to just truly see life for the very first time. And in that miraculous and profound experience, I lost my thoughts. And that is not something I have heard before. At that time, I was in denial of any spiritual journey. I was in denial of myself, if you wish. I didn't meditate. I hadn't meditated for long at all. I did a little bit of yoga, but really everything accumulated, obviously, leading up to that point in time. And anyway, I lost my thoughts for whatever reasons. And what was left was a mind utterly empty, utterly still and in silence. And for the first time, I was able to see the bottom of the lake, where before the ripples that my mind created always prevented me from seeing that depth of the lake, or within myself, if this makes sense. And that is nowadays my calling, my gift to mankind, and my gift to humanity, to not anymore change anyone's life, but simply to open the space for people to enter if they are ready to look at life from a different perspective. As I'm sharing my truths, or my perspective upon the truth, my wisdom, by opening that doorway to new ways of living.